Hello, hello. Well, it's Tuesday. Just got up. 10:30ish. Guess I'm on the 2 till 10 shift. So I normally try and get up about 11 so I have a good night's sleep. Went to bed at 3 and I just feel knackered. But just been a knock at the door. Well, the bell sounded. Actually, should I tell you what my bell sounds like? I cannot dust in here, I know, sorry. I must do some dusting. That's my portable doorbell sound from Aldi. Look at the desk in here. Yeah, there's just been a hoot to answer the door. It was Hermes, courier company. They do a lot of eBay stuff, and apparently my camera's arrived. So I thought to do an unboxing like a lot of people do, even though it's the same as this one. I was just so sick of all the bloody hissing and cutting out and stereo hissing and cutting out on one channel and then a quiet little voice on the other. It was faulty. It gave the impression that I talked like a complete dick. It's a camera fault, honest. With this camera, I'll speak like Prince Charles. Right, so let's do an unboxing. Yeah, it's going cheap. I mean, with the post, I sent to bloody China for mine, and with the post, it cost £100. I think it was $79.99, and that post was a lot extra. And it did mention, excuse me, Lydia, I have only just got up. It did mention you might have trouble with customs from China, which I was a little bit concerned about, but I didn't. Anyway, like I said, I've had my camera for over a year, and I've had lots of use out of it. And I've only done 80 videos, but I must have done over twice that many, and I just deleted them because of all the trouble I had initially with the bloody microphone. But I finally sorted that out by using these inline volume controls to tone it down. But I thought it was them that were faulty, because they're only cheap, $2.99. Maybe it is, I don't know, maybe it's not the camera, but there's also a bit of picture disturbance. I know it doesn't justify spending $59.99 on another camera, but as I said, I've been going a bit mad on eBay lately with those boots and a couple of bits for the bike. But that's the idea. I mean, in spring you buy stuff, don't you, for your bike, and get some new bike clothing, and then pay it off over the summer. So yeah, it's getting slightly out of hand. I don't think I'll be buying anything else. Well, the only thing I'm looking to buy actually is some brackets for my bike. That's why I wanted to go to that Hogfather shop in Southport. And the brackets are to hang, well, I don't know if it's worth bothering. I've got some old spotlights I've had for years. Look at all this crap. I don't live like a tramp, honest. This is just where I dump my stuff and then stick in the washing machine. Let's have a look in here, quick look. My filter, which I couldn't put on yet, until I take the bloody crash bars off. One of my spare horns. See, I've got some chrome brackets there, but they're not. Well, they will close round the bar. But, see, there's a space which I convert it to from an inch-ish, 25mm, to a reducing thingy. There's all sorts of crap in here. I got them years ago when I had my silver wing. I'm going to put some extra indicators on. Never got round to it. That's off my Night Oak. Mine was scratched, so I got that. Proper genuine part. It's a gasket somewhere. And then I polish mine up and polish the scratch out. So yeah, there's all sorts of crap in here. Brake lights, ready to be wired up to a top box or something. Oops, there for cars, but cut it down, it's ideal for a bike, especially if it's blue. I got that. That was a silly thing, because it said, that staple I got there, it's a chalk knob pulley. You know how fiddly chalk knobs are, and I went on my Silverwing again, but it had the bog standard Honda chalk knob pull, and that fits. But because mine's fuel injection with a tiny little one and a shorter pulley, this doesn't fit. $14.99 for nothing. And little red lights. Anybody want them? They're going cheap. I was going to put some stoplights on one of my bikes, but I never got around to that now. They're only plastic. Look good though, don't they, with the little fins on. There's a pair of them somewhere. Anti-slip mats. Where's them spotlights? That's what I'm going to show you, spotlights. They're good. I then wired up on my X4. Red LED wired to me brake light. Actually, I get stuff falling down back. I bet the spotlights are down the back. That's good, isn't it? I'm going to show you some spotlights and they're not there. That's a plonker. Anyway, cobblers to it. I'll dig them out sometime else. Well, they might be on the bike if I can get some brackets. You know, because in the dead of night, my headlight isn't that wonderful. It's always good to have some extra lights. I'd say this is very well packed. Thank you, fella. I forgot his name. If you want one of these, you can see how good the picture is. It's just that you might have to faff around getting the microphone right like I did. I hope it is a blue one. It said they're all blue that he's got. He had 5. He had 17 originally, this chap. He was selling them on eBay. Just put a search in for Exdreme, E-X-D-R-E-M-E. Exdreme 1080p action camera. And this is what you get. I'll finish that brew. So yeah, I recommend them if you're just after a cheap camera that you didn't want to fork out £350 for a GoPro Hero, or how much a drift? 250, 200, maybe a little bit cheaper if you shop around. HDMI, a connection to your TV if you have a flat screen TV. Instruction book. Multitude of that's the charge up from your 12-volt socket. I have one under my bike seat. It's powers my novelty horn. That's for use with cars, of course. Stick it on your screen. I mean, shouldn't all vehicles have these? Just buy a cheap one like this. Another HDMI. No, that's true. It's the old RCA 4-no plugs, and it's a 2.5mm. They're both 2.5mm on the TV out and the mic out on the camera. Not as common, of course, as 3.5mm. A bit of a pain to find that connector I wanted, but I did find it on eBay. It's a stretchy one. What do you want a stretchy one for? I don't know, maybe it's for a chest mount type of thing. Never tried that. I think that's to monitor your blood pressure. No, I don't know. That's a microphone. Gold plated, wouldn't mind gold plated. But like I said, directly plugging that into the camera, I just overwhelmed it, because the only downside of this camera is you can't adjust the microphone sensitivity, whereas you can on probably all the other cameras. Mains adapter. You'll need an adapter for that, of course. That's the American type of thing, isn't it? And I've got one for my shaver, so that's a battery. So effectively I have 3 batteries now. This, that and the eBay one, which seems to be working fine now. That's the all important bracket, very robust. You know, thready one there for a camera tripod. What I thought of doing with my old camera, if it has gone tits up, just seal it up, seal the door up and don't use a microphone. And use it for filming a rear view on top of my top box. You know, just silently, like a lot of people do, just film what's going on behind. Oh, that's a bracket. Handlebar mount bracket. There's quite a lot of stuff in there for 60 quid. And the actual camera, is it blue? Yep, good. It must be blue. Oops, little rip there. Is the door open? No. Good, got a little film on, so they are brand new. Like I said, this chap had 17 and he was down to 5. He sold one. And then he reduced the price from $74.99 to $59.99. It said cost price. There we are. Nice neat little units. Maybe a bit odd looking compared to the GoPro. Of course the GoPro is like a traditional miniature camera style, but this sort of looks cool. And with the door shut, that's why it's got that heavy duty lock on. There's a rubber grommet all the way around, a rubber seal for underwater filming for divers. 1080p filming. Yeah, so like I said, because there's a screw there for fitting tripod on. I've actually got a screw of that thread, which I can drill a hole in the top of my top box and just sit my old camera facing rear, you know, get the angle right on the curvature of the top box, get it bang on, drill an hole, and then have it permanently on my top box. I rarely use my top box, but I thought, you know, if some arsehole's going to rear end you, you want to be filming behind you, don't you? Is that my paranoia kicking in again? But it happened to me twice actually, when I had a little 125 in the 1980s. Some old, well I say old, he was 65, he rear-ended me in Blackpool, near Stanley Park. And then my silver wing was destroyed 1998, when a bloke from work ran in the back of me. Been a bit unlucky, haven't I? But you know, with a rear view facing camera, you've got the evidence there. I think he was fiddling with the bloody radio while quickly approaching a junction where I was waiting for a gap, and wallop. The lovely old silver wing destroyed. Yeah, so there we are, that's the unboxing, that's everything. Nothing under there, not So, if you just, I forgot his name. I should check really, shouldn't I? Although like I said, do a search for Exdreme and you'll find it. No, don't mention his name. It's Sleekit1. He's actually got some videos on YouTube demonstrating the camera, but he's put it at a funny angle, filming the back wheel for some reason. Sure, it's Sleekit1. But anyway, if you want one, just do a search. Okay, for Extreme 1080p action camera, and you'll probably find it. You'll probably find some expensive ones. There's one for £100 and odd from China, crazy. And there's one for £81, and then this chap's selling. He's got 3 left at the moment, so buy them up quick before they all go. For $59.99, Porsche's was $7.49. It is well packed though, don't begrudge paying that. So, thank you very much, Sleekit1, if that's what I've got the name right. Right, better get ready for work. Okay, bye for now.